Tonight, we're on the scene, the race against time, and the stunning moments. The woman, visibly shaken, pulled through the debris through a hole in the ceiling. The child pulled from a crumbled school. Our team in Mexico City. Also breaking from Puerto Rico for the first time, Rob Marciano takes us to the part of the island where the hurricane made landfall. The urgent plea tonight, the woman waving our team inside and what Rob found. We have news on North Korea. President Trump revealing punishing new sanctions and that China will now help. Facebook's founder Mark Zuckerberg tonight in the video message he just put out. The Russians did buy thousands of ads on Facebook during the election, attacking Hillary Clinton and praising Donald Trump. He'll now give those ads to Congress. 2 people trapped in this burning car, several officers smashing windows to get to them. And the discovery tonight, doctors revealing what they found in Aaron Hernandez's brain. The, quote, most severe case they've ever seen.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Thursday night. And we begin with that race against time in Mexico City. We witnessed remarkable moments of heroism today. The rescue crews that have not given up. Some have been able to pull people to safety amid so many collapsed buildings. The desperate scramble now to find the missing, with hope beginning to fade. But there was this, some of the smallest survivors being pulled out alive, which is why they keep going tonight. ABC's Matt Gutman is in Mexico City, where they are afraid the building he's reporting from could come down.
Tonight, 48 hours after the earth shook and the buildings here came down, new images of survivors being pulled from tombs of rubble. These Mexican firefighters easing this woman out of a hole in the ceiling. First the legs, then gently the rest of her body. She emerges with that look of shock and those tears. Over 50 people have been rescued here since that massive 7.1 magnitude quake on Tuesday. But tonight, there are still families waiting by the lists of the missing, desperate for word of loved ones. The LA County Fire Department rescue team arriving with specialized equipment to assist in the searches. Among the most dramatic rescues, these children at the Enrique Rebsamen school. Bystanders prying at the concrete, coaxing the terrified children through a gap in the wall, finally scooping them up, screaming, alive. And for more than 36 hours, the entire nation was transfixed on this flattened school, hoping to see one more child rescued. The education minister telling me they believed a young girl was inside.
The rescue teams, as I told you, they made contact with her.
They heard her voice?
Yes, the rescue teams heard her voice.
Teams of thousands of rescuers and volunteers, dogs, those sensitive microphones, and the endless bucket brigades digging through the rubble.
Everything Home is seeing where they've deposited all of the children's belongings here. Book bags, notebooks, and toys.
And those desperate demands for silence. But late today, the stunning announcement. Officials announcing there was no girl after all. All the students are accounted for, 19 losing their lives here.
What you're certain is that there are no kids from this school still in that rubble. Certainty.
And Matt Gutman reporting in now. And Matt, I understand they're worried that that building right there behind you could come down.
That's right, David. And you can see the chaos behind me. Everybody here is being evacuated. The concern is for the other side of the building. Now, the building you see behind me, that is the school that collapsed where those children were killed. And now they're literally pushing us out of this place because it's simply too dangerous. David.
All right, Matt Gutman with us again tonight from Mexico City. Matt, thank you. We turn next here to the catastrophic damage in Puerto Rico. Home to 3.5 million American citizens, Hurricane Maria, the worst storm to batter that island in nearly a century. And for the first time right here tonight, our Rob Marciano takes us to the part of the island where the hurricane made landfall. There was a woman who waved him in and what he saw when he went inside.
Tonight in Puerto Rico, the first look at Hurricane Maria's wrath as thousands of families face a difficult night and an uncertain future. As the storm bore down on the island, many had no safe place to go. Those ferocious 155-mile-per-hour winds, the most powerful seen here in generations. The entire island still without power. We headed south to where Maria made landfall.
Now that we're south of town, we're seeing some damage that actually looks
Almost like a tornado came through. Clearly, this is the path of the eye when it came through. Millions of trees obliterated. In Yobacoa, the town decimated by a direct hit, we find desperate residents lining up for water that's been trucked in.
We need diesel for the generator. We need light. We need water.
Caregiver Maria Ortez flagged us down.
We can't let them die. We can't let them die. And we need help, all the help we can get.
She takes us to her nursing home, now on the brink. Harrowing scenes inside. This man clinging to life. Now I see when that generator runs out.
What's we gonna do? What we gonna do?
11 patients, all frail, dehydrating in the sweltering rooms. Some with Alzheimer's.
That's all they have now is me and my personal here. That's all they have.
Communities all around Puerto Rico in dire conditions. The governor out with the National Guard overnight outside San Juan, rescuing the stranded. And back at the nursing home, Maria with a message for her daughter back in Florida.
And I just want to say, Janixa, yo te amo. I love you, Janixa. I'm here. Estamos vivos. We're alive. I love you.
And Rob Marciano reporting in from San Juan now. And Rob, I want to get back to what the caregiver pleaded for at the nursing home: water, diesel, food. Any idea tonight if authorities have heard her calls for help?
Well, you know, our hearts just go out for her. She also needs oxygen, so oxygen and diesel are not something we carry. So our team contacted the Office of Emergency Management, and they are aware of her desperate plea and hopefully can get her the help she needs here in the coming days, David.
Just a dire situation there. In the meantime, Rob, where is the hurricane tonight, and are those models now in agreement when it comes to the east coast of the U.S.?
Well, we're feeling a little bit better about the east coast of the U.S. Right now, it's about 90 miles east-southeast of Grand Turk Island. Hurricane warnings are up there, and it's back up to Category 3 status. So a formidable storm, and your forecast takes it a lot farther north and into the open ocean and likely keeps it there, weakens it as it gets into cooler water. And there's spaghetti models. We're more confident that it will go out to sea. Certainly hope that that forecast holds, David.
All right, Rob Marciano, and we will stay on the story of that nursing home. Rob, thank you. There was also great concern for so many American medical students on Dominica. Tonight, what we've learned about those Americans as we now see the catastrophic images coming in, an island wiped out. ABC's Victor Akendo in the storm zone.
Tonight, a look at the worst of Maria's wrath. The hard-hit island of Dominica, total devastation. Nearly everything destroyed. Roads ripped, huge trees uprooted, debris littering the street. At least 15 people are dead, but many others are missing in communities that are completely cut off. And late today, word that 1,000 medical students, many of them American, whose condition was unknown, have been reached and are confirmed safe. In Puerto Rico, Maria's winds gave way to more than 30 inches of rain, overwhelming rivers in Levittown. The power company used cherry pickers to pluck residents from their rooftops, forced to wait until the floodwaters receded. David, the residents who were rescued from here are now being taken to a nearby school where they've set up a shelter. The cleanup process will likely take weeks, maybe even months. David?
Victor Akendo reporting in from the storm zone. Victor, thank you. There is also breaking news tonight involving North Korea. President Trump with tough new sanctions against North Korea and with the promise of help from China. What would be a major victory for this White House. And just in this evening, North Korea's fiery new response. ABC's chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl.
After threatening to annihilate the entire nation of North Korea, President Trump today put aside war talk in favor of diplomacy, announcing a new round of economic sanctions.
Our new executive order will cut off sources of revenue that fund North Korea's efforts to develop the deadliest weapons known to humankind.
Trump also announced that China is now taking new steps to isolate Kim Jong-un.
China, their central bank, has told their other banks, that's a massive banking system, to immediately stop doing business with North Korea.
It's a striking difference in tone from earlier this week.
The United States has great strength and patience, but if it is forced to defend itself or its allies, we will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea.
Today, I asked UN Ambassador Nikki Haley about that.
What exactly did he mean? Under what circumstances would he consider totally destroying North Korea?
Well, I think that's just common sense. If, for any reason, North Korea attacks the United States or our allies, the U.S. will respond, period.
John Carl with the question for Nikki Haley today. And John, we have a response tonight from North Korea. Kim Jong-un responding?
We do. He called the president mentally deranged and said that he will make him pay dearly, those were his words, for his speech at the UN. And I've got to tell you, there's a real effort by the administration to turn the temperature down here. Nikki Haley made it clear there's a lot more still to be done diplomatically.
John Carl with us again tonight. John, thank you. Next to a stunning public admission from Facebook tonight, a video message released late today, Mark Zuckerberg acknowledging Russian agents did in fact buy thousands of ads during the election attacking Hillary Clinton or praising Donald Trump. Tonight, Facebook says it will now turn those ads over to Congress. Here's ABC's chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross.
After months of stonewalling Congress, today Facebook gave in. Its founder, Mark Zuckerberg, agreeing to turn over more than 3,000 Russian-linked political ads that ran during last year's election campaign.
I don't want anyone to use our tools to undermine democracy. That's not what we stand for.
Russian companies spent more than $100,000 on the ads, most of them praising Donald Trump or attacking Hillary Clinton. Millions of Americans saw them, and just this week, Clinton said Facebook has to own up to the problem.
I don't think anybody can, with a straight face, say that the Russians did not set out to influence our election, and they did so. This latest revelation about the way they bought ads on Facebook and targeted them, we're going to find out a lot more.
Until today, Facebook refused to reveal who paid for political ads. Zuckerberg says that will now change.
We can do better.
Facebook at first had denied to Congress they had posted any ads paid by the Russians.
When I raised these issues last winter, couldn't happen, and they privately said, those are crazy ideas. Well, they weren't crazy ideas.
It was not just ads. Investigators say they have also found huge numbers of fake Facebook pages linked to the Russians, like this one discovered by the New York Times, supposedly an anti-Clinton father living in Pennsylvania. But he didn't exist. The picture was actually of someone in Brazil.
That's just incredible. All right, Brian Ross with us now. Thousands of ads bought by the Russians. Facebook acknowledging this. They're going to give it to Congress. But you've been digging into this. Do we know which states, which voters they were trying to target here?
Well, David, only Facebook knows the answer to that, and so far they've kept it secret. But one new study shows a disproportionate amount of Russian-directed fake news posts were squarely aimed at the swing states in the last election.
Brian Ross, and you'll stay on top of this. Brian, thank you. We turn next here to Capitol Hill and the new effort to kill Obamacare. The Senate has until next week to pull off this newest attempt. Our team today calling the senators' offices, the key senators on the fence, and what we've learned tonight. ABC's Mary Bruce back on the Hill.
Tonight, the pressure is on for the Republican senators who will make or break the new health care bill. Watching closely from Virginia, mom Samantha McGovern.
Yeah.
Her daughter Josephine was born at just 24 weeks. That's considered a pre-existing condition. Her monthly health care costs $27,000. Samantha's worried what happens if insurance stops covering that bill.
I want them to find a way to cover me and put it in the bill. Don't leave it up to chance. Don't leave it up to states. Don't roll the dice and take the risk and take the gamble on my child's life.
The bill does require states provide access to adequate and affordable health insurance, but those terms are not defined or guaranteed. States could allow insurers to charge some people with pre-existing conditions more.
I'm going to take the money that we would have spent on Obamacare in Washington and send it back home and let us do a better job with it.
But with far less money, by one new estimate, $160 billion less. Tonight, the opposition from medical groups, patient advocates, and insurers is piling up. What comes next is largely up to these four Republicans.
I'm a producer with ABC News.
With the Senate out of session, today our team worked the phones.
I was just wondering if Senator Paul is a yes or no.
I'm calling to see if there's any update on the health care vote.
Their deadline's looming at the end of next week.
And Mary Bruce with us live again from Capitol Hill tonight. Our political team, we see them there making the calls as they always do. Where do those senators stand tonight, Mary?
David, Republicans can afford to lose just 2 votes here, and right now none of those 4 are on board. Paul is a no, Collins is leaning no, Murkowski is undecided, and McCain still won't say where he stands, and he wants us to stop asking. David?
Mary Bruce with our political coverage for tonight. Mary, thank you. We turn next here to Oklahoma City. Questions about police use of force, officers investigating a hit-and-run accident, encountering a man they say was holding a metal pipe. They told him to drop it, but he was deaf.